Matty,
Yeah.
a point at the Stoke car today. How do you assess that one?
I think we got off to like a pretty good start. I think we kind of had the momentum with us. 25 minutes, something like that, and then the goal I think just kind of knocks us a little bit. And obviously we tried to regroup at half time, and then came out and pretty much spent most of the time in their half, managed to get the goal. But I think we've just got to try and negotiate when we're on top. If we can stay on top and obviously get that first goal, and try and just relax a little bit more maybe, and kind of enjoy playing the game. I think sometimes the goals, like I said, probably made us a little bit nervous, I think, and it's just kind of reacting to them setbacks in a bit of a better way, really.
For you, you've got such a tight turnaround now between the end of today and Blackpool. What can you do as a group to make sure you're in the best position come Monday?
I think when you're used to playing close together, and you just recover the best you can. Reflect on certain parts of the game, positive, negatives. Learn from it, and at this stage of the season, you kind of, you go back out there, and you've played a lot of football, so you understand your body, and if you do everything right, the big games. So I think you go out there and adrenaline takes over, and like I said, we've got to try and enjoy it, and get the 3 points.
What does it take from you as a player and you as a group when you're in those high pressure situations and you know that you need to get a result ultimately?
I think it's you just got to embrace it a little bit. The club's come so far, and I think when you're in these positions and you're competing at the top end of the league, it's better than being at the bottom of the league. So I think it's just enjoying it. Trying to stay as relaxed as you possibly can, not get tense, not get kind of over emotional. And I think it's just making sure that we understand certain aspects and certain stages of the game as well.
You've had a lot of experience in the game. Obviously, this promotion race has been a talking point for a lot of people. Do you feel that there are a few more twists and turns still to come?
Yeah, 100%. I've been involved in a promotion where we got in. I think it was almost like the last kick of the game away in Nottingham Forest for Leicester. So I think there's so many twists and turns. I know people were talking about doing things at certain times, and can it be done by this time? But I think the football's it's a tough sport, it's a tough game, and things don't always go your way. And I think the position that that we're in, it's a great position. Like I've said numerous times, is enjoy that position and embrace the challenge. I think, and that's what we've got to go out and do, on Monday afternoon.
Thanks, Matty.
No worries.